So the brother-in-law, when the sister-in-law had became a favorite concubine of the crown prince, he became himself once more. He wasn't a lifeless man that wasn't taking his business, wasn't taking care of himself. He was up lively and searching for a cure to get rid of his ailment. But these cures aren't real. They're not going to help him. And one of these cures has an ingredient that is needed for the Malid's medicine. And so he tries to go get this ingredient, or has his servants go get it before the main character's servant can get it. Luckily, the main character's with his servant, so he keeps these servants from taking it from the Malid. And then he goes and makes a scene in front of the Malid and the main character trying to steal this ingredient from the Malid. And he says some awful, nasty things about the Malid, and at this point, the main character's done with him. He wants rid of this man. He's going to get rid of this man. This man needs to be out of the picture. This is when the main character, like I said before, wants to get rid of his father-in-law. So his father-in-law, once he finds out what the brother-in-law did, he wanted to punish his son, but his wife stopped him and convinces him not to punish the boy. And this makes the main character very unhappy with him and is like, yeah, no, we're not going to have this. So even though his scheme towards the crown prince doesn't work, his scheme against his brother-in-law does work, and he's able to get rid of his brother-in-law. So basically, his brother-in-law, even though finding out that none of these cures are working, and the cure that was supposed to have the ingredient that the Malid needed to have, but he tried taking away, also did not work because the father-in-law went and got this ingredient for him from somebody else, and it still did not work. He is still going around finding cures. And the main character made sure that he got the cure he set up for him, and the dude ended up passing away. Which just makes the main character pleased, because at least somebody fell for his schemes. Also, that accountant that came from the grandfather's house, he had also went and got something for the main character from the Malid. He goes and gets it, brings it to the Malid. The Malid has it worked on so he can gift it to the main character, which was a box thing. And he had gifted it to the main character to remind the main character of himself. So the main character will never forget of him. So I think there's a romance going on between the Malid's head maid and the main character's servant boy. Like, she goes and tries having a little symbol painted on her forehead. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she messes up on it, and he mocks her for it. Playfully mocks for it, and she gets upset over it. And the main character fixes it for her and goes, oh, now you can be pretty for somebody. And she goes, what do you mean? I'm not going to be pretty for him. But the way they interact with each other, the way they play off of each other, I'm full on shipping it. I want these two to get together, but I know, sadly, because she is a head maid, these characters don't have it good in these stories. They do not survive in these stories. I got a bad feeling for her. Like, I am so scared and worried for her. I know that she will probably survive. Hopefully she survives, but at the same time, I have a bad feeling that she won't, or they won't get together. But I'm kind of crossing my fingers thinking they do. Even though the Malid was one who convinced the main character to do the sworn brotherhood thing, he wants rid of that because he wants them to be seen as husband and wife instead of brothers. And the main character keeps going, no, we're brothers, we're not husband and wife, technically. And the Malid's like, no, we're husband and wife, we're husband and wife. I'm so disappointed with myself to bring that sworn brotherhood into this actions. We're husband and wife. He also finally convinces the main character to let him call him old wife and him be called old husband. I am not kidding. He convinces him to call him that, and him to call him that. Like, I was like, oh my god, that is so sweet. Like, I was kicking my feet and giggling. Like, the main lead is doing his best to get this main character onto his side, wanting the main character to be his wife. And I'm like, dude, I know he probably hasn't realized his feelings for the main character, but it's so obvious he has feelings for the main character. Just like how the Malid wanted the main character to see him as his husband and the main character see him as the Malid's wife, the Malid wanted the main character to re-wear his wedding robes because he really didn't get to see the main character in them because, again, he was unconscious during their entire wedding. So he wants to redo this moment, to redo their wedding. He wants the main character to re-wear the robes and also do the little symbol thing onto his forehead. And the main character, of course, refuses him, but later finally agrees to do it. And so they redo their wedding. They're having a sweet moment outside together, wearing their robes. The main character's wearing the little symbol on his forehead. They're eating little cakes together. It's just super sweet out in the snow because the Malid wanted to live long enough to see the snow once more. And guess what? He dies. The scene on the cover of the book is literally his death scene. It happens at the end of the book, and it's when he dies. Why, Seven Seas? Why do you do this to me? Why do you torment me? What did I do wrong? Do I deserve to be punished like this? I don't think I deserve to be punished like this. I I've been good. I've been a good kid. And I don't deserve this. No one deserves this. You could have given us any other scene and you gave us this scene. I thought it was the scene of their wedding. No. Or a sweet moment later in the story. No, it is literally his death scene. And I am so sad over it. Like, I'm really sad over this. I did not read this whole book just to get a sweet moment, and it ruined it because of his death. I knew he was gonna die, and I knew it was gonna be at the end of the book, and that he's gonna die another time. But like at this, I did not need this. I thought his death was gonna be different. Like it was bittersweet, and my heart can't handle it.